Hello guys, you're welcome once again to my channel. And in the last video we did user logout, and in this video we're going to be working on admin logout. So for user logout, what we just basically did was to invalidate the token as well as remove the token from local storage and lock the user out. So if I were to get this right here now and I try this on gmail.com, and all my passwords for my demo application are always passwords, and now I log this guy in here, you can see this is what exists. And if I just get my console, and then you can see right here we have the token. If I did local storage get item, right, get item, and let's get user, you can see we have this user token existing. And now if I just click on logout, successfully logged out, and then redirects us. And if I do local storage, right, let me see if I just do this right. Our token still exists. So I'm going to go into our actions, into user of, not reducer, user of actions. So let's go into actions and user of actions, and we are going to say, okay, sorry, the value is user dash token. So if I do local storage get item user dash token, you can see that this returns null. And just to be sure, let me do that again. And yep, if I log in right now and then I do user token, you can see the token exists. If I log out right now, you can see that the token returns null. Okay, so that's that for user. What we're going to be doing in this video is we are going to be logging out an admin as well. So I'm just going to head back into our text editor, and I'm going to move over to the header of our admin, and we're going to be doing virtually similar thing we did for the user here. So the first thing I want to do within the header of our admin, which is also within our user, is I'm going to import use dispatch and use selector here. So let's get that in here. And next up, I'm going to create a function called logout. I assume that function has already been created. Yes. So we have this function here called logout, and this is triggered on an on-click event. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go into our services, right? Sorry, this is not PHP Storm. So I'm going to go into our services, into our admin of service, or into our auth service for admin. Yep. And I'm going to do similar thing we already did for our user auth service here. And this is the logout service. So I'm going to copy this right now, and I'm going to go into our admin auth service, and I am going to paste this in here. I'm going to change this to /admin /logout, because if we just check this right now, right, in our API, if I go into web.php, you can see here that we have admin /logout. So I'm going to go back here right now, and we have /admin /logout. And token ID is going to be admin token, and that should do for that. We are then going to head into our actions. So I'm going to go into our actions, our auth actions for admin, and within our auth actions for admin, we are going to copy something from our auth actions from users, which is going to be our user logout action right here. So we're going to copy this. So let me just get this up, right? And we are going to copy this right now. And let me save this. And I'm going to go into our auth actions for our admin, and admin login action. And here we have admin. We're going to change this to admin logout action, right? Admin logout action. All right, so we are also going to need clear auth state too, right? And for that, I think admin logout action, right? We are going to change certain dispatch events here. And before we do this, I want us to go into our service. Sorry, not our service. We're going to go into our reducer for admin auth reducer. And we are also going to peep into our user auth reducer and get a couple of things from here. So first off, we need logout success and logout error. Copy that and head back into our auth actions, not auth actions, sorry. Head back into our admin auth reducer. And let me just do something first. I'm going to save you, then close saved. All right, so we have logout user is not defined. Okay, let's go into our auth actions for our admin, and let's change this to logout admin. And of course, we would need to import this here, logout admin service wise to follow convention. So now let's change this to small letter, logout admin, and let's go back to our auth service for admin. And within our auth service for admin, we are going to change this to logout admin. Save this right now, and we still have that error because we haven't saved this. And we get the error saying attempted import error, logout admin is not exported from admin auth service. So right here, this is auth service admin, and we need to make this a small letter. All right, so that error disappears, and that's fine. So within our user auth reducer, we are going to copy a couple of things from here. All right, so we're going to copy logout success and logout error. Copy this right now. Get in here, paste that right now. So logout success, logout error, and I'm going to save this, and we have changed this not to user. This is going to be admin auth response, admin auth response, admin auth response. Here too, going to be admin auth response. So admin auth response, admin auth response, admin auth response. All right, and then we are also going to, for our admin, and right within our component, which is our header for our admin, we are going to import our action. So this is going to come from our store actions, admin auth and auth actions, and we are going to import our logout admin logout action. All right, and for our function here, we are going to dispatch. Okay, before we do that, we'll need to create an instance of our dispatch. So const dispatch, and this would be use dispatch basically, and we just call dispatch, not dispatch event, dispatch, and this would dispatch our admin logout action. Okay, so this is going to dispatch our admin logout action. And I'm also going to go back to our header, and we are going to get back in here, and just paste this in here. So basically, we're going to target our user admin, right? Is it user admin? Admin auth, sorry. Admin auth, and this is admin auth response. So we're targeting, if we go into our root reducer, you can see here we have our admin auth. All right, and if we go into our admin auth reducer, you can see we have our admin auth response. So basically, we are saying our state.admin auth response, and this is going to be the value of our auth response. And then what we are finally going to do is we are then going to, let me go into our header here for user, and we are going to copy this here. So basically, we are going to check to see if there's any change on the use effect. We are then going to remove the token, because what is going to happen is that this action here is going to invalidate our token on the server and then send the response down to us. And from the response, if the response.success is true, we are going to alert true and alert message of whatever is the response message. Then we're going to remove our admin token, and then we are going to redirect our admin to our admin login route. Save this right now, and we have an error saying use effect is not defined, and that is because we have not defined use effect here. So I'm going to call use effect. Save that right now, and if I head back to our browser, everything should pretty look fine. So if I click on our admin here right now, let me get one of the admin accounts, right? So let's just get an admin account here, and let me see, break@gmail.com, and my passwords are always passwords. So an admin account here is break@gmail.com. Our password is password. Click on login, redirects into dashboard. I click on logout, successfully logged out, redirects me back in here. But you can see also that we have the same problem that we encountered in the last video, which was the fact that when we log out a user, we have the successfully logged out response message displaying here. So what we can simply do right now is we are going to get into our user header here. Sorry, not our user header. We're going to get into our login page. So I'm going to go into our user login. So our user auth login.js, and go into login views. And right here, we are going to copy this guy right now. This use effect, which calls clear of state. And we are going to do the same for our admin, or let's just call this login, because that will help us locate our admin auth view login.js. And right here, I'm going to paste this use effect here. All right, so once this component is called, because you can see we are passing in nothing here, so this dispatch is clear out state. And we are not going to forget to import clear out state here. So now I'm going to save this, and we have an error here saying use effect is not defined. So let's get use effect right up here. Right, use effect. Save that right now, and that error exists no more. So what we can now do is I'm going to refresh this one more time, and I'm going to get credential here. So we have break@gmail.com. I'm going to enter break@gmail.com. Right, I'm going to enter a password, log this user in, and if I click on logout, successfully logged out, you can see that that response message at the top no longer displays itself. Before I end this video, I'd like to say, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like the videos, drop your comments below on things you feel should be spoken about or things you feel we should be doing on this channel. Thank you very much and see you next time.